Hello, all, and welcome to another edition of King Joe's Kingdom of Collectibles. Well, if you've been keeping up on my people who are friends with me from the YouTube comic community, my Facebook, they know I've been putting dividers and sorting my comics and finally getting them all. Which never thought in a million years I would get what I did done if, because I actually had in front of all these boxes. I had tons of comic books, like, just in front. Even though today I got some in, but this is the best part about it. I don't got to make dividers. One comic book is a new series, but every comic book I got today will be able to slap right in because I just already bagged and bordered them. I have a little stack of doubles. I'm going to show you how I put my comic books with the dividers, how I keep them. I do have some stuff yet to put away because I have like a small stack of books. Let me show you here. This small stack of books here, I actually had, wasn't in the comic collector. I had to like search for some of them. Then I got to put them away, make dividers. I color code my dividers: blue for everybody, white for teens, and black for mature adult. As you can see right here, when I started off labeling, though, if you can see that there are different types of dividers. If I had to do it all over again, I probably would have saved up all my money and bought a crap load of one size. But since I didn't, I bought what was available, which was cheaper. And if you can see, some are smaller, some are bigger. And when I started too, I bought two label machines. I was using my father's labeler. I had it for like months. He's like, "Oh, I want it back, please. Come on, have it back." So I went and bought this other one at Costco. I got this from Staples. I got this from Costco. The one my dad had, I bought from Sam's. And when you buy these, they come with 12 millimeter size tape. And if you look at this one, I use 6 millimeter. 6 millimeter is that size. This one here is a 9 millimeter tape, which I bought these on eBay, and they come in boxes. And the other ones come in bags, and they're the ones I like because that brand works better. Those, I don't think I get as much tape for the money. But here's the thing: if you buy those P-Touch tape at Staples, you end up paying close to $4 to $5 a cartridge. On eBay, you can get them low as $2.12, depending if you buy a lot. And usually, when I buy a pop, I was buying 10 at a clip. But here is the difference you see. This is 9. No, this is 6. That is 9. So what happens is when I get a title that runs through, because here's what the 12 used to look like. So eventually, I got to take this off and do this in 6, because this whole thing here will fit right on the tab if I do it in 6. Because a lot of these are 12s. Same thing with this one, because I wasn't. This is, I think, 9. I should use it in 6 because that would look better. But that's what was happening. And then I was buying the higher, so you get one low, one high. It's not uniform. But I don't care because I'm not going to have a store. This is for my own collections. But I can still go through and they're like, "Hey, Birds of Prey, Batgirl, Catwoman." Boom, open up. There it is. Every book is labeled. Now, one shots, though, for like, say, Batman. I did this because you'll go nuts with the label tape if you do one shots. I did rule of thumb: if it had 2 issues, it got a divider. If it had 1 issue, it got labeled Batman one shots. Let me see if I can see where Batman one shots are. The Cult, Batman: The Dark Knight. Here, Batman one shots. And then I just threw all the Batman stuff that was one shot, came out once. Doesn't have a second issue. And then I did Batman trades and hardcovers. And then I put, if the trades and hardcovers were part of a series like here, like the Batman Dark Knight, I put the trades after that and the hardcover. That's if I could fit it in the box. But I did that with all titles going down. But that's how I divide and conquer. Now, I'll show you. As I was going through, though, I ended up having doubles. So I'll show you what doubles I ended up having. Who knows? Maybe somebody out there want to trade. Free Archie's Funhouse, Doom 2099, X-Force number 2, Vibe number 1, Justice League Task Force 23, Hawkeye 9, what was that? No. 6-4, Witchblade Elektra, Dark Knight ended up getting, because my wife got these at the 5 and Below, and of course I got 2 issues of them, 1 issue of that, Wildcat Source Book, G.I. Joe number 30. I'm officially down to 8 issues to finish G.I. Joe, Supernaturals, Spider-Man, Infinity People, Adult Tommy Gun, Phantom. In fact, when I was going through this, I was missing certain issues. Now, I don't understand how I could put them in the comic collector, and then when I go through them again, was going through, I was missing issues for this series, Zen no, not Zen, XIN, The Legend of the Monkey King. I was missing an issue there. Got this by accident because my collector, some of them, it doesn't put some of the books in, so I end up getting doubles. But yeah, X Factor Earth 2, and then I picked this up, Batman Europa hardcover. But here's the latest thing I got, pickups. I got a book and record, Star Trek, The Crier and Emptiness. Has the record in it. JLA, number 96. Spanner's Galaxy, number 2. And I got number 4. So now for this series, I need 2 issues. Punisher War Journal. Second series of Ghost. 8, 16, 17, 18, 22. Haywire. This issue finished off my entire Haywire run. So I have this finished. Lucifer Morningstar, issue number, this is issue 3 of 3. Spellbound issue 2. Night Force volume 1, issue 3. World of 2099, World of Tomorrow, number 1. Justice League Europe, issue 36. 39, Justice League America, 51. Star Trek, Volume 1 from DC, Volume 4. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And then from the Marvel run, issue 6. Now for this series, I need 2 issues, now that I got issue 6. But there, oh, by the way, too, there's a cutting board because when I did my trades and paperbacks, there's my bags, magazine, gold and silver. I don't do currents. All my books go in a Silver Age bag. Now, when I get some of the trades and the prestige, if they can fit in the Silver Age, that's fine. If not, what happens is they go in a Golden Age bag. And maybe I'll put a Silver Age backboard in because if they're raised higher, the bag shrinks on the side. So, that's what I end up doing. That's what the cutting board is there for. Some books fit. Others I have to trim the backboard down. And that's what I do. Now, what's left in the attic to do, since I got all my books put away, I have to take all the posters down from this side. Because when I put them in the things, I never duct tape the sides, and you can see they're popping off from gravity. So what I did was on this side, all these posters came down. I duct taped all four edges, so the sides, these sides don't pop off. And then I also put double back tape on them. because they're not on a wall like this. They're like this. So I got gravity pushing down on them, which is not good. So I got that to do up here yet. And I also got to go and with the molding, put in longer screws in to hold the molding up. And then I got to go after that is where all the nail tacks are, get white paint and touch it up so everything looks nice. I also have to I have the TV there. I have to put my DVD player up. I got to cut down a little stand I made. But other than that, that's what I've been up to. I did do some trades. I've been picking up a lot of books, but I haven't been doing videos. What's going to end up happening with my channel is a lot of the series, because I have I finished Slimer. Like I said, I get 8 issues of G.I. Joe, 2 issues of Star Trek, which I'll probably finish that. I'm only going to work now, I decided, because it's killing me buying all these titles I don't have. Just working on what I got. Because I think of what I have, if I work on that, I'll never finish everything. But I'll never finish everything. I'll be dead and my daughter will end up working on it. But that's fine, because if I can get done a lot of these 4, 6, 12 issue miniseries, I have plenty of videos to shoot, because I got a bunch of them already completed, and I would like to do eventually, since now that the attic's starting to take form and everything's starting to is organized. Total count now for what I have is 31,146 comic books, and that's just what books I have in the computer. I haven't done my digest yet. I did order, when I was going through my treasuries, I found out that I didn't have 2 of them, so I thought I had, but when it's all said and done, when I get them in the mail, I'll still need the first Rudolph treasury to finish the DCs. I will need the Hanna-Barbera treasury number with the Christmas one, and I have the normal version, but I need the Whitman variant of Star Wars Treasury number 3. And the sad thing is, I might have had them and I might have traded them away, because that's where I think I did with a lot of my stupid books when I had them, because I thought I had them and I doubled. But I decided I've been double checking stuff now, because I'm actually going to go out to the garage probably in a couple days and go through all my doubles. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah, I know the fan, but if I don't have this place would be a sauna. I mean, like 100 and some degrees up here. So I got that bad boy blowing air, and I got that bad boy down here sucking it the hell out. It's still hot up here. If I had room, I would put an air conditioning unit up here, but that ain't gonna happen. I do like it here at night, because at night it's really nice. It's quiet. I don't have to listen to the kid. Even though I had Keegan up here the other day, and he decided to play with the toys I had, and I haven't put them away yet, and that was my fault. I should have done it. And I'm missing a Blue Beetle figure. A little small. I had the Justice League Action. I had the 8 of them up on the shelf, and voila, Blue Beetle's missing. And funny thing is, from sitting up there, dust, you can see his footprints. So my wife told me, you didn't have them. I go, let's go up there and look. There's footprints. I had them there. Keegan denies taking them, so I'm like, okay. But I don't know where the hell he is. I have looked high and low up here. But that's c'est la vie. I don't know what that means, just say it. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that's been going on. This COVID-19 stuff, oh my God. Well, I don't go anywhere to begin with, but this COVID-19 even made it worse, because at least I would go to the store, I would pick up some stuff. I'd run to, I wouldn't really run, I can say I wouldn't really run, but if like Anthony was driving, I'd go with him, because he was going to this place called Metropolis Comics in Lewisburg, and I'd go with him, and they had nice, price-wise for comics, he's high. So I bought a couple issues that I wish I didn't, because I had to pay more than what that should have. I could have got them cheaper on eBay, believe it or not. But I was going there for miniatures because we were supposed to play Dungeons and Dragons, and any D&D miniature guy will tell you you end up having a box of shame. Well, I got a box of shame and a half, because I must have spent over $300. Well, my paint set was $300. I went and bought an Army Painter paint set off of Amazon. I bought the holders to put all the bottles in. So they were $20 a piece. I bought 3 of them. Then I bought a ton of miniatures because we were supposed to play, and I wish, because I don't have time to paint. I have so much other stuff with the kids. I have the grandkids now, and they're a handful. My wife, with this COVID-19, is basically cut down from, well, before this COVID, she was working 3 jobs, driving bus. 40-hour-a-week job, Monday through Friday. Then the Saturday run, which was 8 hours. And then she was working the Thursday, Friday, Saturday drunk bus for the university. Well, the university shut down, so the drunk bus went. And since there was no university, the Lionsgate shuttle to Walmart, they canceled that on Saturday. So that job was gone. The drunk bus was gone. And they also had a Lionsgate shuttle for going to the school, to the housing. Well, that got cut down to 25 hours because it's not only for it's not only for school. Now it's like she runs people to work, she runs people, to the grocery store, because that, I guess that's what they do. She never did it before; we just turned to the school, but it's cut down to 25 hours, and so her and the other person who was doing the day shift, they decided that they each worked 2.5 days. So my wife was only working 2.5 days a week, so I get a breather from the kids because my stepdaughter ruined the one. Oh, she's so terrible. As soon as you told her no, she throws stuff. We've already had a ton of stuff broken, and it's trying to get her into a routine, and to break her from that habit is hell. I will not let her up here at all, period. Because my daughter had Roblox figures and Fortnite figures, and so, but I don't want to dwell. But yeah, me and the thing, I got my bean bags. You can see 3 of them. So I can start now laying up here and reading. I got so much stuff, it's like ridiculous. Because downstairs in the basement, because once this is finished, it's the basement, and that's going to be a hard work job itself. Because I already got most of the stuff. My glasses, I don't think I'll ever finish the Marvel Comics from '78, because I just saw Spider-Woman glass showed up on eBay, and it went for like almost $200, and I'm like, crazy, because the price guide lists her as only $75, and that's just nuts. Because it's sad, because some of them that were like $30, $40, $50, I got for like $10, and then you get one like that's priced at $75, and then that goes for like triple what it was or should be. And there's out there. I've seen them before. I actually saw right before I started doing my glasses, I saw a Supergirl cup glass up on eBay, and it was buy it now $10, and I didn't buy it because I didn't know if I needed it, because I didn't start pulling my stuff out of the boxes yet, and lo and behold, I needed it. Well, when I went to buy it, the guy took it down, and I wish he had it up, because I would have scarfed that thing up. Well, I went on the yard sale, and I sold a 1966 Lambo Lombardi glass on the rocks. It booked for like over $100. I got $10 for it, which I made out because I paid 50 cents for the glass at a yard sale. But the guy who got it, I mean, I guess people down in that area, I'll probably pay more because the guy who bought it from me was from, the Green Bay area. I still have an extra one. I only sell doubles. I only want one of the glass. I don't need a whole set. I still have another one, which I'll probably sell later on when the economy gets better, because I'm not letting it go for $10 again. Because the guy actually had a 16-ounce glass, because mines were on the rocks, and the guy on eBay wants $175 for his glass, and I'm like, and the sad thing is there's only one on eBay. My rule of thumb is, if it's scarce, right, when you do a search, if there's less than 5, that's hard to find. Even 10. But, like, when I do, like, a search for, like, hey, I need Showcase 22, there's hundreds of them up on eBay. So to me, that's not scarce if there's hundreds of copies up on eBay. And, of course, they all want ridiculous prices for them. I mean, you look at a lot of this newer stuff, people are paying arm and a leg for it, and they're like, why? I mean, you could type it up, and there's like 1,000 listings. Why pay it? Because as far as I'm concerned, the comic book industry can go bust. There's enough comic books already printed that the person, there's no way in hell they're going to read them all. No way in hell. Like, I'll never read all my books. I doubt it. I mean, I've read about probably half of them, but that was me when I was living at home and I didn't do anything. I come home, go to the comic book shop, spend $400 or $500, come home with a big haul, and just read through them. Never went out, hardly did anything. People got lives, so hey. But yeah, I mean, my collection of only 30 is nowhere near a fraction of how many comic books are actually printed and out there. I don't even think it's not even close to 2%, maybe not even 1% of the books. So, yeah, the comic book industry can go. I'm just tired of, jacking the prices up. They're not for kids. I mean, everybody who knows my channel knows that comic books should be for everybody. A kid should be able to go to a comic book store and get. I mean, that's what memories. What makes us collect, because we remember going to a comic book store and buying. Kids ain't gonna remember that. Kids ain't gonna remember buying $1 in a book and $1 and find out like 10 years. Hey, it's worth something. No. Same thing with baseball cards. Once they took the bubble gum and they oh, well, the rules of cards. Well, you only want Here's the thing about it. That's what makes the cards work, because the cards get ruined, the cards get thrown out, less cards out there. I mean, everything that I collected from the 90s is pretty much, I can't even get what I paid for it. The same thing with, okay, the rule of thumb now. Once something comes out, if you do not sell it within the first 4 months or even 3 months, you basically are eating it. And I don't care what any dealer says. A lot of them don't want that out there, but it's the truth. They'll sit there and keep holding the boxes at $60. It's only going to be $60 if somebody wants to pay $60. Most of the stuff ends up, being, just look on eBay. Look at sets from the 1990s, like Star Trek, made by Impel, the Marvel Masterpiece, a lot of the Skybox Marvel stuff. You can pick it up cheaper than when it came out. So, what does that tell you? Just like a lot of these comic books. People are paying more for newer stuff than they are for Silver Age. And I just don't understand that. But I don't want to make this video too long. I'm already at 20-some minutes. I want you guys to stay safe, keep collecting what you love, and King Joe out.